All right. What's good? Got the shadow here. I'm supposed to fix that. What's up? What's good, everybody? All right. It's pretty late. It's pretty late. West Coast time is late. East Coast time, well, it's really late. Y'all are. It's Friday where y'all at. We got about 3 weeks. No, we got 2 weeks to this Diddy. The Diddy case is out or whatever. What's up, Christina? What's up, Jay? Yeah, we got about 2 weeks until it's D-Day. Pause. I'm laughing because every damn time Dame Dash was like, pause. Like you talk about Charlemagne being the pause, like just gay, but it's pause. Everything is pause. What up, Myrna? What's up, Patricia Blair? What up, Ikea? Hey, everybody, appreciate y'all. Y'all hit the like button. Come in here, come in here. I got some information that I just stumbled across, and I said, let me just talk about it. I try not to just talk about what everybody is talking about, but I know it's going to be something down the line that's going to be on the conversation, the tip of the tongues of people. Essentially, we're talking about particular allegations, but we're going to move the conversation more into how this industry works, how LA works. Patricia Blair, what's up? Myrna, what's up? Yeah, the conversation will eventually trickle and matriculate into something else. Yeah, so what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Um the latest in the industry X allegations. That's what we're saying. You can hear me, right?
It's
I
weird.
just
It's like I hear you twice.
You hear me twice?
Well, let me leave. I'll come.
Okay. If I said it once, then I said it twice. All right. In the meantime, appreciate everybody. I appreciate all y'all in here. Again, if you're here, like, share, subscribe. Hey, Reed, what's good? Appreciate you. We are. I'm gonna talk about a couple of things. Let me start off with what I'm hearing about Dave Blunt. Dave Blunt's. How many of y'all heard of Dave Blunt's? He dissed Kanye. Okay, how we sounding now? Christina, you say you never heard of him?
Hello.
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was some weird stuff going on with my headphones and some weird stuff.
Yeah, technical difficulties. I know how they be. So, all right. I was asking everyone if they heard of Dave Blunt's. Have you heard of Dave Blunt's, Jay?
Is he a rather large sized fellow who used to work with Kanye?
Yep, he's the highly calorie brother who, I guess he used to work with Kanye. Yeah.
You
What's
want to
up,
know
my
what's
eye?
interesting? These guys, like, you were ghosting for Kanye, or at least that's what he says. He said he wrote the whole last project. He wrote everything. He did
Mm.
all, and you know, I I know it's not about anti-Semitism because I wrote it. Like he was very adamant, and now he's. So what's he talking about?
He got a diss record, and I was listening to it, and I was just like, "What the heck is he
Who's he dissing?
talking about?"
His nutritionist?
He's showing he ain't dissing his arteries. He ain't dissing his cholesterol level. Let me leave that cat alone. I hope, because he's a pretty large. I don't want him coming running up and sitting on a ninja.
Oh well, he's not gonna run, honey.
No, well, okay, well,
He
you
might
just
get a brisk walk, but he's definitely not gonna run.
it's like
Yeah,
he's not gonna run up.
no, not at all. You'll have plenty of time.
Yeah, okay, yeah, and I'm pretty quick now. I done dropped some weight, so I'm quick. I'm quick on my feet. But he said this about Kanye on his new song. He said something about, if y'all don't know who Dave Blunts is, look him up. But yeah, Jag was saying that he claimed to have ghostwritten a lot of Kanye. And yeah, he has worked with Kanye. We have that. That's verified. But he said, in a new diss track specifically targeted to Kanye, what he said, 47-year-old billionaire, but for me, he's fanned out. Um, Told me that you love me, bitch. Bitch, you was never even my friend. Kanye, get the fuck off my line. Kanye, you need to go and find Jesus. And he made a statement in one of the in a bar in one of the joints in the song that he said the same dude who made graduation tried to f his cousin. I said, what? Let me see. What else did he say? He said he ain't trying to ask him for a handout. That's where that fan out line came in.
I mean, I understand he's not trying to ask him for a handout, but I mean, could he? Wouldn't it be filled with food?
He was trying to. He said the handout that he wanted was the hamburger helper hand. Let me stop.
No, I'm listen to me. Okay. This is how I feel. Kanye's an easy target. He's an easy target. And he's taking a lot of credit for stuff. I'm just like, why didn't he go on ahead and just do an interview with Pierce Morgan?
Why didn't Dave Blunt do an interview with Pierce Morgan?
Yeah.
Good
Sneeko did.
question. Yeah, good question. Good question.
Maybe they're discriminating against him. Maybe they thought he wouldn't fit in frame.
They
I
could have
don't.
got a aerial shot and got him.
Well, you
It
remember
would
that
it would have worked.
had that very large girl that couldn't get in the Uber over on the Breakfast Club, and they had to actually change the title of the show. I think they had to turn it into the Supper Club that day when she came.
Wow.
He had to go and
You what? See, you get on over here and we over here fat shaming. They gonna come for us. They gonna cancel us. Jenny Craig and
okay,
Oprah's ghost is gonna cancel us.
Oprah's on Ozempic allegedly, and so is Serena. She on the Ozempic shot. She on that shot, the hot shot.
Supposedly, huh? Yeah, they
No,
said that
the
Ozempic stuff, your
no,
head don't shrink.
she's doing the shot, and she's doing the commercials, and her husband own stock in the company.
What up, LP? Oh man, I gotta get up with you, LP. I'll be hitting you in the morning, bro. Shout out to LP, Laron. What's up, man? Yeah, hey,
He
and Laron may know more about this because if any of these people that we're talking about, Laron, just say what you want to say because I already know.
golden
I may
age.
have to call, I may have to bring you up. But
My thing is, if
yeah,
you're drop allegations about him trying to have relations with your family, is it jealousy?
no, I think he said Kanye was trying to F
Relation?
his cousin, his own cousin.
Yeah, but which cousin?
That's what that's so that's where we're at with the allegations. Um, okay, LP's EP dropping next Friday. I gotta get it. I done heard a couple of joints, bro. I gotta
Really?
review it. So we gonna review it because I think Jag, are we gonna review Cardi B's and there's a few other albums that's gonna drop. Like I think it's time to just start talking about this music or lack of music.
I mean, we could talk about it, but like, I mean, I guess, I mean, hasn't everyone already heard it?
I mean, it sounds like it. I think she got a new joint that
It's
she's
a,
gonna do with what's her face? What's that one? Tyler. Oh, you heard that, right? Or ain't that out?
no, I haven't heard. They have a song together.
They have, I guess they have a song. I saw the track list. Yeah.
Why?
Well, that's why I said we could just talk about. See the thing, and I don't want people saying if we review it like you're a hater, because I think that's what people are gonna come at it like we're you're hating or I'm hating. Honestly, I just want to hear it, and I
Mhm.
kind of want to get your take on it.
They can say that. They can say I'm a hater because with all of the people that get paid to lie about how good her music is, it's like, uh,
Oh, LaRon's clearing it up. Yeah, LP. So that's what it was. Kanye gave his cousin oral. He actually said it on Twitter. Yeah, that I remember that. I remember that.
what,
Yeah,
what? See, this is the thing.
that's crazy.
Was this two consenting adults?
No, I think they were kids. That's the crazy part.
Well, then why is he putting it on record and why is he not going to the authorities?
I don't know. He also made that the line where he said, uh, told me you that you love me, bitch, you never was my friend. Remember that time you kissed a girl that was trans? And then he said something about you had to go kiss her again. What'd he say? You had to kiss her again.
You want to know what's funny?
He
He
said, I
didn't.
thought this ninja was my twin.
He thought he was his twin. Oh, well, see,
Um,
now he done kill all his allegations because Kanye ain't never been nowhere near that kind of fat. I mean, unless it's like a shallow Hal kind of thing. Like when he looks in the mirror, does he see Kanye? That's like when Kanye used to look in the mirror, he used to see Wiz Khalifa. You remember when he was coming on to Wiz Khalifa during the wave like time? And he was just like he was so infatuated, like they were going back and forth and they were trying to be
mm-hmm.
they kept telling him how
Mm-hmm.
he was of his figure because he had that slender figure and how he always wished he could have the same kind of figure as him. It wasn't that when him and Amber were still together.
And
It
then yep, and then who they it's like go
well, no,
ahead. I already know where you about to go.
about she was sticking her fingers in his peanut butter, in his peanut butter sandwich, and I'm just like, yeah, and you were never at a freak off, so it's I don't know.
Yeah, and then yeah, shout out my guy LP, he's dropping it. Yeah, Kanye West his documentary dropped today. Remember the one that
Oh,
Candace
the
was like, "Oh, maybe I'm in it."
and
It's is that the name of it? No, 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 that's not it. In Whose Name. I thought that was oh, it is it. The documentary is called In Whose Name. So it is in Variety. It dropped today. It says an intimate yet frustrating look inside the wild world of Kanye West, and it was the director Nico Ballesteros. They said they had 3,000 hours of footage, and it's taken over 6 years for the documentary to be produced. It gives an unfiltered and shocking look at Kanye West. Yeah, I think I might have to check that out. It's on. It's not on Netflix. Where is it at?
Or you could just drop some acid and have the same experience. Take less time.
In Whose Name? It's basically talking about mental health. That's interesting. That's very interesting. So yeah, the documentary did drop today for
Oh,
Kanye. I might have to check it out because that the one that he had with Genius, you saw that. What did you think of that? The Genius one?
you know what? I actually kind of enjoyed that one. And it was wild because guess what? Apparently he had nothing to do with it. Apparently that guy just took all of the footage and made his own documentary without
Yeah,
Kanye. And Kanye was
yeah,
very upset about it. And so I guess he decided to do his own version.
yeah. I forgot. Was that his boy? His boy he grew up with?
Yeah, supposed to have been cool.
Kuda,
Yeah.
Kuda, whatever.
You a Cuda.
You a Kuda. Yeah, the thing is these documentaries drop. It's kind of like where do you watch it? Because I just see that it says the production was uh, AMSI Entertainment, and it's released and presented by AMSI Entertainment, NB Studios, in association with Foundation Media Partners.
Do you want
So
to know what the
if they couldn't get like a distribution with like I would have had it on Tubi, and I'd have been like, yeah, it's on Tubi, like straight up. Everybody be like, oh, Tubi.
I mean, yeah. I'm just trying to understand. So the boy drops his diss record at the same time that Kanye's documentary's coming out, and we're not supposed to think he's clout chasing.
I think it may just be I don't know. I don't think it's I think it's just coincidental. I
Yeah,
think it's coincidental.
you think it was a coincidence that the boy probably knew that documentary was coming out. He probably knew everything that was going on, quit, and then just coincidentally drops a diss record about him giving head to, little people and kissing on men in dresses and it just it's coincidence. And I thought, but they were twins, so
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like
Nah,
a
yeah,
some
it's
oh, you know. Um,
yeah. Let me get a homie LP a wrench. LP, you got a wrench so you can drop your LP, your EP, I mean, drop the link to it. And then next week you and we need to chop it up. I'll call you tomorrow. I want to review your project for real. Um but this might have just been a coincidence as far as Kanye's thing dropping today. I think Dave Blunt's did his thing yesterday. It dropped yesterday.
I'm not
So
I when I saw the thumbnail, I thought it was a trailer for a Wayans film.
yeah, he do kind of look like a grown version of the Fat Ninja from Nutty Professor. Hercules, Hercules.
Very Hercules, very much so. Especially the whole like vomiting up the food while you're laughing and then, you know, booting and rallying.
Yeah, I saw a project about them two brothers who what are they called? The Mixon twins. and they're actually doing good. And I shout out to them. They're actually doing good. I ain't mad at them. Um, but yeah. This very interesting. I said let me get into the whole allegations with him saying all that, talking about he had to kiss a girl that was trans, and then he had to kiss her again. The cousin thing that just threw me off. That threw me off.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm just like,
but
tell it to the authorities.
here's the bigger allegations. Let me just get into it right now. Hold on. Oh, it says the last 5 minutes. See, I gotta learn how to fix. I gotta learn how to do that. All right. Um, there's a girl on Twitter who today she just dropped tweets, and she basically said that, and I hate to even say this person's
Can
name
you
because
see
dude is
my
cool. I met him.
face?
I can't see nothing.
Oh, not even my teeth.
Nope.
Okay.
Can't see nothing. You's in the dark.
Dark. Yeah.
You didn't pay your light bill. What happened?
Um, it doesn't matter. Trust me, it's better that it's dark right now in my current state.
You naked? No, well, that's what it is.
I mean, I don't want you writing a diss track about me, so let's just keep talking about the content.
Why would I write a diss track?
I don't know. We were talking about diss tracks, so
Well, now this subject is real serious, and we'll just pretty much
Okay. All right, comedy relief. Pause.
we will so people do their best work in the dark. You damn right. She said that people do the best work in the dark. Um, no, but she put trigger warning, and she said grape and what's the word we said? We're not gonna say. We're gonna say what's the word?
Bride and groom or traffic
No, no,
jamming.
no. Um,
I'm calling it
yeah,
now. Traffic jamming.
not no, not that. We said we were gonna call it something else.
Teleporting.
Teleporting, right?
Yeah, that's why I'm calling traffic jamming. I like that. I like
Okay,
traffic jam.
okay. You said you
Yeah,
tuned into the traffic jam.
yeah.
Yeah, this girl went on Twitter and said that Problem, aka Jason Martin, um, got traffic jammed to her at when she was 18 by
You mean she
some
got traffic?
guy named huh? Go ahead.
You mean she got traffic jammed to him?
Yep, she got to supposedly to Jason Martin, aka Problem. And I like Problem. Problem is cool. I met him, chopped it up with him, like just briefly. Like, dude is cool. I don't like, and I'm not absolving him, and I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying this is what she's saying, and
Mm-hmm.
this is why I want to talk about it because she basically said that yeah, she was jammed to him from a person named KP, aka his name. He's at Cinematic KP on Twitter, and I looked him up, and we'll talk more about what I saw when I looked him up. She also said KP tried to uh, traffic jam me to Leon Thomas,
Hmm.
and she highlighted a Twitter post that they both were congratulating each other. Well, they were congratulating Leon Thomas for landing on the cover of Billboard R&B hip hop power players, and this just happened a few days ago. And he tweeted, thanks to all of y'all. He had the cover of him on Billboard as the tweet and Problem. And like I said, shout out to Problem. He put the trophies up, and she's like, look how they all still support each other to this day. So she goes on to also say, she's been abused by numerous people in her life. The first person I was exposed to was Sage the Gemini, and she said he y'all can figure it out. He said he had annually raped her at Chris Brown's house when
Wow.
she was 18. She said her phone was taken at the door and she was told to sign a consent form after Sage the Gemini raped her. And she said Chris Brown was not home.
So where did they get the consent form from?
Oh, wait, no, she said Chris Brown was not in the room, but he was at the house and knows what kind of person Sage the Gemini is.
Oh wow.
She had agreed to come over to hang out with Sage because he was staying at Chris Brown's house at the time. There was no party. We were just supposed to chill and watch a movie or something.
Wait a
I
second.
talked about how hold on. Let me finish. This a lot. I talked about how Chris assaulted an underage girl, but I wanted people to understand that happened another time when I was not present. She only told me about it, but I believed her. So after exposing Sage the Gemini, from now on podcast with Lisa Phillips reached out to me to offer their platform to speak on. I looked through their clips of their podcast and learned more and stumbled on an interview she did with a woman named Ariel. Ariel spoke about being assaulted by a S traffic jammer named Hollywood KP, who goes by Cinematic KP. This shocked me to see because I was also assaulted and traffic jammed by KP. I believe KP traffic jammed me to multiple people. One of those people being Jason Martin, Problem. I don't remember everything that happened that night, but when I came back into consciousness, my underwear was missing. Well,
Mm.
after watching the podcast, I found out that KP usually derugs his traffic jammers victims and believe that's what could have happened to me that night. I believe KP also jammed me another time to two men, but I don't have any memory of who they could have been. He sent me to a studio and I blacked out. I know it's probably been confusing for people to hear me talk about all these different assaults at the time. I wasn't expected to speak out about what happened with KP right after exposing Sage, but it felt necessary to talk about, especially since Ariel's case against KP got dropped. I want justice for myself and all survivors of Sage's abuse. I also want justice for the survivors of KP's abuse. There are more people I've been assaulted by, but I don't want to overwhelm people with information. I want people to have an accurate understanding of what's going on, and I want to raise awareness so I can protect people from these predators and hold them accountable. I need a team of lawyers and investigative journalists, detectives who can help both Sage and KP's victims. That was a lot.
And she did all of this on X?
She went on X. Yep. And she dropped this back in February.
and nobody has responded.
Hmm.
See, what's her what's her relationship to the industry? Did she really say? Like, is she just
Yeah. She said that she was a model. She said she's not a prosti. She was a model. She's been in LA, and the guy would tell girls that he will book them for roles and help them network in LA, but ends up traffic jamming them. And he's a registered offender.
look, there was a guy
Um,
at a studio at the studio that I worked at, and he was a couple of floors above us, and he said that, modeling agency, and he was helping girls with their demos, artist management, the whole 9 yards. And the truth is most of those girls ended up, becoming prosties for him. It was a straight bride and groom situation.
yeah,
And it's very common. It's very, very, very common. Um ah See, my issue is that she did this on X and nobody responded.
no, no,
That's strange. That's strange. Especially when you start mentioning, names like, oh, this guy lived with Chris Brown, whoop de whoop de
yeah,
whoop. Like, Chris don't really be playing about his name like that. So in any way. So it's just
yeah. It's
I would need to hear more from her, and I would need to have a better understanding of how she ended up in all of these situations.
yeah,
Um, you know,
because the
that's the crazy thing. That's just it's crazy. You were gonna say?
now I was gonna say, you talk about traffic jamming. That's a slippery slope. Someone said that groupies camp outside of people's dressing rooms. The manager, the assistant invites you to the after party. That's traffic jam, right? Um, but what I wanted to talk about was the whole supposed industry networking that they all do. Because this happens. This is industry, and this happens. She was a model. She said she was like a real model, and she would get introduced to certain people,
My thing is,
and she
real,
thought that they were,
you don't have a real agency. Who's your agency?
well, she said she would meet certain people. These people were supposed to be genuinely interested in her, and then they either would want to work with her, or they would want to, date her, F her, etc. And that's just what happens. It's like, so again, the Hollywood stuff, the lifestyle, it could be very you know
It's predatory.
tricky. And it was, of course, it's predatory.
But you also have to ask yourself what the motivation is. Like, even me as an artist, trying to navigate through those shark filled waters. You meet someone and you think, they're okay. And then the next thing you know, they're asking you to meet them here, meet them there, and you do. And then the next thing you know, you got a bunch of people around, and then you start getting a sense of what's going on. I went through a lot of terrible things young. So I learned how to survive fast, but I wasn't going out looking to be in these situations. And that's the thing when it comes to like, and that's why I said when it comes especially to video girls, the video, everyone wants to be a model, everyone wants to call themselves a model, but the truth is it's your prey, whether you want to
Yeah.
know or not. And it sounds like she was very invested in the idea of being seen and getting that work and being on camera. And yeah, I'm going to need to hear more from her to have a better understanding because it's like it's unfortunate. If what she's
Yeah.
absolutely true and it's absolutely real, it's unfortunate. But and this is why I don't know why you put everybody together in the same life, but you listen to people like Fat Ye, and he's making these allegations and he's doing the things that he's doing and he's saying the things that he's saying. And then we hear her story. And it's like
Yeah. Yeah.
both of these people are kind of in the same place. You had something that you wanted to offer, but you also wanted to be more. Why are you doing it? Why are you saying it? Hmm. And then you're saying that there's more victims.
Check this out.
Yeah.
Um, he says that same year she was trafficked from one of Marley Marl's party.
She said, "What?"
Another person who she was traffic jammed from one of Marley Marl's parties. And he was a person who's associated with Sage the Gemini. So she basically said there's a massive traffic jamming ring that goes from LA to the Bay to Vegas. Many of the 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 traffic jammers in each city know each other and make music together. Oh, do we really want to talk about that? Um, but she, here she's saying that the time that she was at Sage, the time she was assaulted by Sage the Gemini at Chris Brown's house, the times I was assaulted and traffic jammed by KP. The other time I was traffic jammed from Molly Mall's house. These all seem like separate incidents, but the whole time, KP said Molly Mall were the uh, traffic jammers. Once Sage's operation gets exposed, the whole house of cards will fall down, and exactly why he's being protected from facing accountability. Uh,
Protected by who?
yeah, I think this got picked up though. To be honest, I'm gonna, like I said, I honestly think. Oh, and there's other girls that are saying they're all coming out. I think this got picked up because this happened in February
Okay.
and nobody talked about it. But I honestly think something happened. Yeah, wow. Yeah, she
But
every we heard about Molly Mall. You there?
I'm here. I'm listening.
I said we didn't we hear about Molly Mall, right? Like his name came up in something not too long ago with the Diddy stuff, right?
Yeah. From what
Or it came up in the conversation with Big U. It came up somewhere.
you want to know the sad thing about it? That there's so much of this crap going on that it's hard to figure out who you heard with what and where. Like that goes to show you it's just There's too much going on.
Yeah, yeah. That's the problem. And that's it, like I said, that's kind of what I wanted to just touch up on. We'll just
Like,
be on here a few more minutes.
honestly, I'm still like a little raw about the whole Celeste situation. Like, I'm still raw about that.
Yeah, well, that's all tied in. Like that's kind of where I wanted to go with the whole thing too, because it's all tied in. She mentioned the ring from Vegas, LA, the Bay Area, and that kind of makes sense. Um,
Absolutely.
and it kind of you can tie in the Nova conversation because it's all in that same realm.
I tell you what I do know. I hate the fact that after 35 years, I'm hearing the same kind of behavior that I saw coming up. Makes me sick. But to hear about a 15-year-old little girl, yeah.
Yeah, that's developing the guy for that situation. That D4VD David, his second Seattle show was canceled. I don't think his show in LA is going to go through this weekend. I don't think so. It wouldn't make sense. Kali Uchis had a song with him, and she's requesting to have that song pulled. She doesn't want any association with him.
Good for her.
Um, yeah, I think I think the House of Cards, they're not going to be able to hold it up too long. It's just too much. It's too many people are looking and too many people are peeping. Um, because there's a lot. Obviously, there's a lot that's going on, and there's a lot that has gone on. And like I said, problem is the homie. He seemed like a dude that ain't really because he's a family dude. So it's like that's why I was kind of conflicted. But I think you do got to hear out these victims, and I think for the like honestly, I don't think problem is a problem, but the
You
Sage the Gemini guy, yeah, LP, yep, he's a weirdo, right? He's a weirdo.
know, I'm
So
just
I
saying.
don't know. I don't know.
I always say I don't think anybody should assume that anybody is good or bad. Just figure out the facts. There have been so many guys that I thought were good guys, come to find out they really weren't. There's so many guys that I thought were scumbags. Turned out they weren't that bad. It you never really know who people are. You never know what lies in the hearts of men.
You
That's
don't.
why you have to just focus on what their deeds are.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, he might be a cool guy. He might not be a problem in certain circles, but who's to say what he's like behind closed doors?
Right. Right. Right.
And there's
Yeah,
just some.
he's the same rapper that did that joint with Ab Soul, that all that song, remember?
Oh yeah,
He's from Compton. Problems from Compton. One of my boys used to produce for him when he was called Problem Child. In fact, my boy I was just telling you about that, it's in the hospital now. His
yeah.
folks. But yeah, you're right. You don't know who does what until you know who does what. So, and I'm just saying that to say, I think we got to hear everybody out. I think we got to hear what's going on with her situation because if she says she's been targeted by them, by Sage, not problem. I think she said mainly Sage and Gemini, but there's people in his corner that's trying to protect him. So that's where we got
And
the
understand
slippery slope.
that's how it works because they're
Yeah,
all got the same story about her. She's a whore and she's a
yeah,
slut, liar,
yeah,
and
yeah.
money and back. She didn't get paid. She paid this.
Right.
She exactly what was going on. That's it's always that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all fun until somebody ends up cut up in the trunk of a car, you know?
Another accusation, and I hate to say it, Claudia Jordan accused Dame Dash of misconduct.
Yeah. I accuse her of
Dame Dash,
misconduct.
well, Dame Dash said in the interview with the Breakfast Club what he did. I believe him. I believe him because you don't want to put yourself in a position or put yourself in a predicament. And Claudia looks like the one that will put you in a predicament. I'll just say it like that. She looks like it. I wouldn't be just like you wouldn't take a picture with Diddy. I wouldn't be in a room by myself with her. She looked like she gonna try something. That's just me though.
Let's be clear. Her cosmetic surgeons try something all the time. I wish they would succeed.
Dame Dash responds to Claudia Jordan's actual misconduct claims with $100 million civil RICO.
Well,
Yeah,
God's because Roland Martin is calling him a liar now. So it's like it's weird. It's all weird right now. Everything is weird.
they're going after him, of course, but I think Dame ain't me, and he is claiming that he hit Claudia Jordan and Chris Brown, the attorney Chris Brown, with $100 million civil RICO. Like that's how you do it, though. That like
Uh,
demand letter and a sip like Jag. That's how you do it. I'm we talking about all that, right? Yeah, that's
yeah.
how you got to do it.
Well, look, this is how I feel about it. When it comes to doing SEX scenes or intimate scenes in films, there are lines that get crossed there all the time. Um, my thing is, and this is the issue that I have when it comes to that whole situation. You know Claudia's character. Why would you hire her? Why would you work with her at all? And as far as him giving her the corn, she had a choice to watch it or not. It's not like he had it on and then said, "Hey, come into this room and sit down and watch this with me so we can get ready for this this SEX scene."
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
sat her down and then put his arm around her and say, "Hey, hit this blunt," and whatever the case may be. Like it's not like there was any bride and grooming behavior going on. You could choose to watch it or not watch it. Like you didn't have to do it. But the thing is you went on ahead and you did that scene anyway. I guess, she wanted that job to work out for her. So at the end of the day, it's like I didn't like the way she came after him, and she was like, I really try to ignore you because you're losing all by yourself, and there's so many other people that are coming after you. Like she's always trying to be snotty with somebody, and you would think that at 50 plus years old, she would have learned um about being snotty. But that's why you're sitting there struggling with allegedly, the big C and living alone with cats and you don't have a man or kids or anything like that. So it's like it's just she's a weirdo to me. And it's yeah, like I just think there's a lot of blurred lines. I think there's a lot of blurred lines these days and I think it's gotten so bad that people don't know when to call out harm and when to just call out bullshit.
The big C, you talking about chlamydia or cancer?
I'm talking about the Zodiac.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm
Yeah, like,
sorry.
you know, all of her hateful, behavior has come back to bite her in the ass.
Wow. Um, well, he said, tell Claudia Jordan that I'll see her in court. That's what he told Vibe. He said in a statement for Vibe magazine, he said, I dare her to say another word, keep talking. I'll see her in court. And that little thing that she put up on social media, I got that documented. She's panicking because she's on the list, on my court list. It says, who are the people you're going to sue? And she's on that list. I got a list like that. Jag, Um, tell her she's on the list because that's that was the name of the movie. Tell her I said she's on the list. And then, Claudia Jordan shared an Instagram video of her accusing Dame Dash of wildly inappropriate behavior on a set.
I'm surprised.
And you did, she said, you did ish on that set that should have shut it down. Very inappropriate the way you were carrying out with women on the set. And what you did to me during the one scene was effed up, she alleges.
But what did he do?
I, she, he said he has a scene with her and they were,
did he the win?
sex, and I think that's what he said. Yeah.
What was that the movie scene?
Yeah. I think that's what it is.
So is it that
But I
she's
but
won an Oscar for it or
I don't know. Maybe, but
took the
see,
job?
but that's what I'm saying about that blurred line ish. Like, no offense to Claudia, but just like just like Candace Owens, I don't trust her.
Yeah,
That's just me. I don't trust her.
neither do I.
That's just me though.
Neither do I.
Dame Dash hits Claudia Jordan, Chris Brown, the lawyer, with the man letter and Rico Civil. I'm gonna sit back and watch how this master works. And again, shout out to Dame Dash. I want to see how this works and how this takes place. But basically, Claudia
Yeah.
Jordan said there was misconduct on that 2019 film called Dear Frank.
Why not just Dear John?
Dear Frank. Yeah, Riri, he responded. He definitely responded. Yeah, Laurent, Dame's been on one. The video we did was yesterday, the day before.
Yeah.
Dame's been on one, but it's a reason why Dame's been on one. Um, I mean, and that's pretty much it. You figure you see why I put them all into one because they were all, pretty much similar vein. The
Well, no,
misconducts, the allegations.
there's allegations and then there's misconduct and sometimes both can be true at the same time and sometimes one has
Yeah.
nothing to do with the other. That's the weird thing when it comes to human sexuality. You know, it's a touchy, slippery slope. you know?
Yeah, I don't. As far as the Dame Dash, Claudia Jordan situation,
I wish
I
them
don't
both
think Dame did anything.
they're both grown. They're both grown, and all of that could have been handled in all kinds of ways. And once again, Claudia didn't have to take the job. If she thought he was a scumbag and she was already uncomfortable with him before the scene, why go through with the scene?
Yeah.
The reason why you went through
I,
it was because you needed the money.
yeah, and I think she's just doing all this just to be, she's somebody put a batter in her back. I'll just say it like
I
that.
think
Because
she was.
remember, she
They,
came looking after you, right? She
I
came looking for you.
listen to me. They've been trying to find somebody to sue me. They've been trying to find somebody to come after me. They've been trying to
Hmm.
find a so-called champion, and she wanted to pretend like she was one of them. And oh, she doesn't have this, and you
She ain't
can't
even
find.
got no case.
She's
She ain't had
home.
no case.
This and she's at. You want to know what's funny? The very people that she was trying to supposed to be working with in Vegas and view it, they knew exactly where we were.
Yep.
She could have took it, she could have dropped it off, she could have had it served right there. She knew exactly what
Yep.
was going on. It was
Yep.
all talk. Claudia is all talk. She's been all talk. I think at this point in time, because she's been so quiet, ducking down, trying not to catch a fresh face full of Diddy smoke. I think she'd be willing to get her name involved in anything to get her name popping again. Because the truth is don't nobody care. Don't nobody care about you and Al and Funky Dineva. Don't nobody care about no reunions for your little show or whatever. Don't nobody care. Like, man,
And Dave Blunt's Kanye West.
don't
I guess
nobody
Dave
don't
is saying that
nobody
Kanye
care.
tried to groom him.
Don't nobody care. Don't nobody care what he's saying. How is somebody like can't
But
nobody find, even if you threw him down and rolled him around in flour, you still couldn't find the wet spot. So I don't understand how somebody's going to do something to you that they can't even find.
I mean, they could have got it in with some of that Diddy baby oil in one of his fat folds. I mean, there's some freaky people out there. They'll figure it out.
Yeah, I hear what you
Um,
I hear what you're saying, and you know what? He could have threatened to have eaten Kanye, and that could have been equally, equally as traumatizing for him.
but
Like he looks like fat bastard. Get in my belly. Get in my belly. Like for real. Like
but the other claim with this young lady, I'm gonna look more into it because I think that there's something to that. I just honestly think that a lot of people get into this industry and they think it's all above board, everything, everybody's just in there doing what
no,
their
I
business.
don't think that at all. I don't think that at all. I think people know how janky it is. I think that people are so desperate to find a shot in something that they want to be involved in that they're
Yeah,
hoping that they'll get past it, that they're hoping that it will miss them, and then they become very, very, very hurt when they realize that it came and found them.
yeah,
And that doesn't take away from anyone's victim story, not at all, because no one deserves to be victimized.
no,
My point is that there's a lot of people that play around with unnecessary danger. Um, when you look at the whole situation with T Hood and Kelsey Frost and how that's turned out. Now T Hood is no longer here and her brother is, on the chopping block for taking his life allegedly.
yeah,
And meanwhile, people are finding videos of him allegedly, from what we saw, viciously attacking her. And she kept staying. And the truth is, the reason why she stayed was because she wanted to be his girlfriend. She wanted the attention that came along with being his girlfriend. Like, and everyone is saying so. That's just what it was. He was, having involvement with multiple women. She was not the only one. And apparently, everyone knew that he had a propensity to be rough with women. So it's what why were you there? Why did you continue to keep putting yourself in danger? Like we have to teach these women to stop putting themselves in danger. Stop taking
We,
that chance. It's not
I,
worth.
we do need classes because it's apparent. Like some of these women choose. It's bad decisions by women. I'll just say it like that. They choose the bad decisions,
Like I said, I'm in a
and
all space because of this business with Celeste Rivas Hernandez. There was messages that were traded back and forth on Instagram. She had a burner phone while she
uh-huh,
was considered a runaway, while she was
uh-huh.
already reported missing, that she felt unsafe with this guy.
Yeah.
She felt unsafe with him at times. And when you look at the kind of stuff that he was into, I'm still trying to figure out why is nobody taking into consideration that we're talking about, you know, we're talking about satanic action here.
Well, with that situation, when I was referring to um, women and decisions, she was a girl. That's a totally different. No, that was a
Yeah,
little
but there's
girl.
there's a lot of these women who got the same mindset as that little girl.
Yeah, but that's unfortunate. And the thing is she
No,
should
but
have had a
look,
way out. She should have
no,
been
but
able
look.
to talk to somebody. Somebody
She
should have been
had a
able to have
famous
rescued her.
boyfriend. She had a famous boyfriend who was a streamer and he was making all kinds of money. And there's that nice house in Hollywood Hills and that grand piano. And he's sitting there doing TikToks with the cat eye girls and with people connected to Selena Gomez. And he's got songs with Kali Uchis and he's opening up for SZA and he's signed to a label. And I mean, honestly, for a 14-year-old runaway, you couldn't ended up in a better situation. Really nice house, there's money involved, you don't have to worry about anything. Of course, he's hiding you out. He's keeping you, you know what I mean? Like for a 14-year-old runaway, she probably felt like it was an adventure. And that's the sad thing about it because people are so seduced by fame. They are
Yeah.
so seduced by fame. And I
Yeah.
bet you most of these people that you talk to, if we talk to most of these victims, all of them will be forced to admit at some point in time that they were seduced by the fame. And because of the fame, they turn their head to certain behaviors. And before
Hmm.
they know it, they was caught up.
Yep. Nah, you see the signs and you choose not to run. That's why, well, tomorrow, that movie Him, I definitely want to check it out. And to wrap up this conversation, it might be in the same conversation that we're having about this David guy and the poor girl Celeste, where it looks like Him is about a sacrifice. That's what it looks like. That's what, to me, it looks like Jordan Peele is going to peel back the layers of the entertainment industry, and it's mainly the sports industry, sports
I tell you
entertainment.
one thing, he better learn from Stanley Kubrick and keep it light
Now
because
you know Jordan Peele don't, but we'll
he
see.
way to expose the industry with Eyes Wide Shut with Nicole Kidman
Yeah, I
and Tom.
remember that.
You want to know
I
what's
remember that.
a lot of people don't even realize their marriage came to a crashing end after that film. As
After
soon as
that, yeah,
it wrapped, next thing you know, it was a problem. And it's so wild because Stanley Kubrick kept editing and kept editing and kept editing and kept editing. And when he came up with the final edit, next thing you
then he
know,
passed on.
he had died. And people are still not being honest about what his cause of death was. And from what I was told, what was released was not the version that he
Yeah,
intended for
yeah.
everyone. They found the most sanitized version of that film, and because Hollywood is so greedy and so corrupt, they were willing to put that movie out anyway just to make the money back. Isn't that
Yep.
wild?
Yep. Nope. I know. Um, but yeah, I say that to say the 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 unfortunate story of the young lady is sad, and I think we really need to give these kids just basic 101 on how this stuff works. How it looks is one thing, but how it really works,
You could tell these
that's
kids all you want. You got all of these grown adult women that is running out chasing this. You got social media influencers selling this life. You
it's
got
it's
people
it's horrible.
like Cardi B. You got people like Cardi B out there, and that's why it's time for her to flop. It's time for her to no longer be relevant. It's time for her to leave the public eye because, in my opinion, representations like her is
Yeah,
it's pathetic. It's
yeah,
pathetic.
yeah, yeah.
You a 30-something
Well,
year woman on your fourth child, on your
with a
fourth
with a with a with a second dude, right? Um,
with while you're still married and you're having a baby, you're doing interviews with Gail King, and he was trifling enough to show up, and so y'all can take pictures like and then people are sitting there, "Ooh, she got her lick back. She got her lick back." That's not a lick back. That's not a lick back. Not at all.
that's the mother's. That's a shit back. That's something else. I don't know.
That's not a lip back. There is nothing cute about that. And yet, meanwhile, nobody's paying attention to the fact that every time she's supposed to have an album come out, every time she's supposed to go on tour, every time she's supposed to do something normal, like an artist is supposed to when they're putting a project out, she's pregnant, which of course she's going to use it as an excuse. So now when this project flop, and this project is going to flop because it's whack as fuck, she's gonna say, "Oh, well, I wasn't focused on the music anyway. I'm having a baby. I'm worried about my family." Meanwhile, this dude just got finished having a kid with somebody else. Like, you and somebody else were pregnant damn near at the same time. It is pathetic. And guess what? He don't love her. He don't love nobody. And I really don't think he's straight either, in my opinion, allegedly. I don't think he's straight. I think he's running around making a bunch of babies trying to prove to everybody that he is straight, because straight men with self esteem don't do stuff like this. They just don't. And not only that, how many dudes is you letting drop raw samples off in you? Are you not worried about catching the big HIV? Like,
Oh, I as I was searching for this story, you really don't want me to pull up what I pulled up. You talking about you really don't want me to pull up what I pulled up. This is crazy. But yeah, they all going raw. I'm good. I can do bad by myself. I'm good. Not trying to. Yeah, they all. That's what they all doing. That's all I can say. That's what I'm hearing.
they all do that. But then again, you know, I guess they all on prep too. I don't know. Like, these people's wild, man. Like, take a pill and change your life. I don't know.
I'm gonna say this joke and I'm gonna end it. All right. And let me see if I'm gonna say this joke right. Um,
Right, Mike Keisha? He looked DL as hell.
somebody's baby mama tried to put this other dude on blast and was like, don't date him. He gonna run your credit up. like he did me. He ran my credit up and gave me bad credit and uh, gave me herpes and gave me two children. And the dude was like, I didn't give you herpes. All right. On that note, yeah, that was the joke. That's the joke. Um, on that note, yeah, they wild out here. Yeah, Cardi B. I'm looking at something that says something about the CDC. Maybe that should be the net. Her final album is about the CD, something about the
We'll
CDC.
wait
I don't
20 years to hear it.
know. So are we gonna do a listening party on the Patreon? I think that's what we should do.
Definitely do a eulogy.
And this is her second album.
Yep, second. After all of this fucking time.
Yeah, this thing. That's that. Dang, God, that's like 10 years.
She's a plant. Plants ain't supposed to put out a bunch of albums. You see what happened to Will Smith. Look at him, the poor guy. He actually thought once upon a time he was really a rapper. Look at what he doing to himself. Like that nigga, he I don't know if he's old or he's got senile or if he forgot that he's an industry plant, but he done forgot. Now he's really trying to rap. Poor guy.
Wow. And the funny thing is I
That's
saw
gonna
the I, I saw the track list of the album and WAP is on there. They didn't they do that 5 years ago?
understand this. She went and pulled a bunch of old singles and then threw a couple new
Yeah,
songs, and that's the album,
that's
which
the album.
means everybody has already pretty much heard two-thirds of
The
this.
album.
You have already heard it. Anyone who is buying this shit is stupid. You're
Well,
fucking dumb.
Jack, the Cardi B album. Why is this up? The Cardi B album is, I think it's out now. So
You know what? And so is her vagina all over the place.
it's like the big Carl's like that Carl Jr. commercial. Oh Lord. Yeah, I think her album is at now. Yeah, it is.
Her album's outside. Good.
Yeah, the album's out. But yeah, y'all, I appreciate y'all coming in. These are the latest industry X allegations. I hope y'all learned something. I hope it was valuable. I'm not just out here, being a chatty patty. I'm really talking about, actionable things that we need to be doing. And like you said, I guess the kids is more to it than just alerting the kids. You said it's grown ass women that we got to be alerting. And you right. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. Anyway,
Everybody is seduced by fame. Everybody is seduced by the game. Like
yeah, yeah,
it's all
yep,
good. It's all good, right? It's all good until, you end up, on your deathbed or found in the trunk of a car. So, it's like this is really triggering me. This whole thing with this little girl is really triggering me.
yeah. Well, prayers for her, prayers to her family. The whole album for the Cardi B dropped about 40 something minutes ago. So I think we got a job to do. And everybody pray for the young lady who came out and exposed what happened to her in the industry. And then pray for the family for Celeste. And we say down with the Satanists. That's what we say. All right.
Telling you, I'm just sick and tired of everybody trying to pretend like the music industry isn't on full demon time, isn't on full devil time. I'm sick and tired of people trying to pretend like, oh, it's just entertainment. Oh, it's just art. Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. This is satanic ritual practice disguised, disguised. People just
Yeah.
keep falling for it.
All right. We know what it is.
Yeah.
Please, y'all, like, share, subscribe if this conversation is constructive. And we'll be back. I'll be back. Peace.
Peace.